Preface. A defining question for every future generation is how to improve human welfare and reduce inequality while respecting the boundaries of our planet. Indeed, sustainable development is perhaps the greatest challenge we face as a species. It will require continuous innovation and adaptation across massive scales. Development engineering explores the design of technological solutions that can rapidly accelerate life outcomes for people in poverty, particularly for those who struggle most, without disruptive impacts on biodiversity and the environment. This textbook serves as an introduction to the nascent field, which sits at an intersection of development economics and engineering. The scope of the textbook is broad, ranging from mobile services for low literacy users to hardware solutions that bring clean water and electricity to remote environments. It is also highly interdisciplinary, drawing on methods and theory from political science and psychology as well as engineering and computer science. The book's diverse subject matter is woven together by a set of common challenges that engineers and scientists face in designing technologies to accelerate the development of disadvantaged communities. These challenges include market failures, like high transport costs and financial exclusion, as well as institutional weaknesses, like poor regulatory capacity or corruption. These forces commonly prevent even promising technologies from improving welfare at any meaningful scale. The book also considers the behavioral and social constraints facing communities, including the heavy burden of stress and anxiety among those living in poverty. How can researchers learn to design around these constraints? The opening part of this book offers a history of technology for development and an overview of the channels through which technological innovations can influence economic development. This is followed by a practical framework for research that helps transform a vast multidisciplinary field into a tractable practice. This framework consists of 4 interlinked activities: innovation, iterative implementation, evaluation, and adaptation for scale. The remainder of the textbook consists of 6 thematic parts, each focused on a different sector: energy and resources, agricultural markets, education and jobs, water, sanitation, and health, governance, and connectivity. Each part contains multiple case studies describing landmark research that has influenced the field of development engineering. The case studies demonstrate the practical framework for research, analyze the researcher's pivots and failures, and incorporate theories and concepts relevant to each specific sector. This book has prioritized research that directly integrates engineering innovation with technically rigorous methods from the social sciences, such as randomized evaluation. This is the essence of the new field of development engineering, which connects insights from development economics and related disciplines with engineering in order to promote impact at scale. The intended audience for this book includes students, faculty, and other researchers involved in the design, use, and evaluation of technologies that sustainably accelerate development. It is also written for development practitioners, e.g., engineers, service providers, and technocrats, who work in low and middle-income countries. Our motivation in writing this book is to help define a discipline for those working on technology for development. For several decades, the field has been dominated by practice, e.g., programs like Engineers Without Borders, emphasizing service learning in the absence of theory and empirical research. This text attempts to provide a coherent intellectual framework for addressing the challenges of poverty through the design and scaling of better technologies. The book is inspired by the lessons learned from a multi-year, $30 million investment in development engineering by the U.S. Agency for International Development. This investment, made through an award to the University of California, has supported more than 100 pilot and large-scale research projects in 30 countries, all focused on technologies for low-income communities. We feel that the text is particularly timely given the increasing emphasis in universities and in business on social innovation and social entrepreneurship. New generations of young scientists and engineers are interested in careers that advance social welfare, tackle inequality, and directly address climate change. They are passionate about improving living conditions for people at the base of the economic pyramid. However, there is a need for a rigorous discipline to help channel this energy and ground it in an understanding of complex economic, political, and social systems. We aim to fill this gap with an introduction to development engineering. Berkeley, California, USA. Tamina Maiden. Berkeley, California, USA. Ashok J. Gadgil. Seattle, Washington, USA. Richard Anderson. Zurich, Switzerland, Lorenzo Casaburi. Nairobi, Kenya, Kenneth Lee. Davis, CA, USA. Armin Razi.